Hello and welcome to another video, and there has been some news about the Resistance Hero mechs that just went on pre-order just a couple days ago. They're changing a couple of them. Yes, they're actually changing the hard points and what you can take on these things. So let's go through them. First off, we have the Enforcer. And what they say here is that they wanted this Enforcer to be like a ghillie suit sniper. And I have a picture of it here. We can zoom in, we can see it's covered in moss everywhere. It's meant to look like it's hiding in the forest. They wanted it to be more stealthy. So they've given it ECM. That is big. That's big. That makes it the first Enforcer that has ECM on it. That greatly increases its ability to be viable. But they have lowered the max engine cap slightly to balance out the inclusion of ECM. But if we look at the heroes here, we head on down to the mediums. The Enforcer will have a max engine rating of 300, which for a 50-ton medium, it's not going to need a 300. It's not going to run a 300. It's most likely be a 255 or a 280 because those are the break points of where you can get a slightly larger engine without getting any additional weight to that engine. So I expect that Enforcer to be much stronger than it was previously, and my interest in it, where I in the last video said I have an Enforcer that can do that already, now I'm much more interested in this Enforcer because of the ECM suite and its ability to be stealthy. The next one they updated was the Black Knight, and they went and took one of the missile hardpoints and they changed it to a ballistic hardpoint. So there's one missile and one ballistic in the left arm. We'll just take a look at that here in the heavy bracket. Black Knight, now one ballistic, one missile. So this is the first Black Knight that can take a ballistic slot, and that's big. Also, they have no hand and lower arm actuators here. This is important because it allows this Black Knight to take an AC-20. That's big. So you can have an AC-20, and because the right arm has a lower actuator, you're going to have a little bit, just a little bit of side to side with that 20 in the arm. It's going to play a lot like, I believe it's the Victor 9S in that sense, in terms of like having an AC-20 in the arm. It's going to be much better than before. I was a little bit like, it's just got some energy and some missile. Maybe you'll do some lasers and SERMs and somebody will put LRMs on it. But now that you can do like an AC-20 and like 6 medium lasers, this thing's a brawler. It's going to kick ass. You just go in and start shooting people up with it. And then the last one that they changed was the King Crab. And this one is more just a correction. They removed the lower arm and hand actuators from the mech. It was never really supposed to have it in the first place, because the King Crabs have never had left to right movement, and they've always been able to take 20s in their arms. So that's going to stay the same. They're only going to have energy hardpoints there, but they're not going to magically be able to move left or right. That was just a mistake on their part. And then they have updated the screenshot of the Mauler hero. Let's see here, let's open this up in a new page. Ooh, very nice. Let's go read the description of what they wanted to do with it. As an added bonus, here's an additional screenshot of the Mauler hero. While the default look is meant to resemble the black and white art from the TROs, the color channels are designed to match the Battletech toy. So here is the hero with the toy colors assigned to it. Very nice. I think that's looking quite good. But yeah, that's just a quick update on those heroes, and I would say that the Enforcer and the Black Knight are much better purchases now compared to what they were before. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and good hunting.